Well, Bojack is a different kind of show. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it's a show. It's kind of, this is a strange sort of one line or short paragraph description of a show, but it is a show, a comedy that's about a horse living in a world that's inhabited by humans and animals. And this particular horse was a former sitcom star, and he's now kind of, we find him sort of spiritually broken 10 years later, and we're looking at where his life is now and as he tries to rebuild himself. Yeah, so it's a comedy, but it's really is it's just a story about this guy, this person who is trying to make his way, find his place in the world, and his relationships with various people, and he is, for the first time, maybe starting to become a real person. And again, it's a comedy.
What do you think is the difference between this show in particular and other cartoons?
Well, I think that this show is not just one thing. You know, we get into real issues, and it's kind of a sneak attack. You know, it starts as this, again, just very sort of light and funny and lots of puns and stuff. And then we really start to get into real subject matter, and I think that that's probably the main difference. You know, there's a real story here, and it's not, you know, it's not just told, it's not just sort of episodic, it's really serialized, and it's a slow build, which is great.
Do you consider yourself a follower of cartoons?
I don't know. No, not really. I mean, I do watch some, I guess, but I wouldn't say that I am a big fan of animation per se. Are you?
Yes.
Yes. What do you like?
Family Guy.
Family Guy. Simpsons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are both good shows.
I would like to know, well, the show is really related with the misery of fame.
Yeah.
That bad phase of fame. And I would like to know if you have lived or meet someone that has gone through such a situation.
Sure. Yeah, I think that there are advantages and disadvantages to it. Certainly, I know that, you know, the character Bojack had you know, incredible fame. He was on a very popular show. I personally have never had that. You know, that's not my existence. But I am sort of, I guess, somewhat well known certainly in America for some stuff, and there are real downsides to fame. But I do see it in people that I know who have a lot of fame. You are robbed of a certain amount of your own identity in a way, because they all think that they know you and that they kind of own a part of you, you know. And I'm sure that they struggle with that. It's a weird thing that it's a weird thing to try to understand, or you don't know where to put it sometimes. You're like, what, you know, people stop you or say hi, and they're like, hey man, you're so and so, I know you, and you're like, oh, I guess, yeah. It's a very strange relationship. It's kind of a weird way to go through life.
I would like to know if you feel more comfortable when acting or when giving voice to a character.
Well, it's very comfortable just doing the voice, because you can sit in a room with a microphone. But I enjoy them both differently, you know, for different reasons. I really like doing Bojack. It's because the stories are so good. Raphael Bob Waxberg, who wrote the show, is an excellent writer, and so it's an enjoyable experience to do. But I also do like playing a character in a scene, live action. We just wrapped the first season on Flaked, my new show for Netflix, and it's very demanding, shooting that show, but it's also very satisfying when you get it right.